All right, good morning, fellow dino hunters. I wasn't planning to record anything this morning, but if you have been busy just getting up, just getting your morning coffee, or been just doing life, you may not have heard that the details of the latest update for Jurassic World Live 1.5 has been announced. The patch notes have been released. And I tell you, it's got the community buzzing like a bunch of honeybees in the summer. I'm coming to you from my back porch where my trees are starting to lose their leaves, except for the pine needle ones. They don't ever lose them. And it's looking pretty fall. It's actually relatively nice out. I've got some sun shining through the tree, but not in my face. That's kind of nice. And yeah. Okay, let's kind of jump into this. Now, you're going to get a lot of videos out there from the usual suspects. I know Pokemon, and I'm sure Gaming Beaver will probably say something about it. JWA Clips will say something, I'm sure. So, you know what? I just thought I'd add my 2 cents because I'm really feeling optimistic about this update. Not all updates give you the opportunity to be optimistic, but if you have not heard the details of this one, I think you will find it extremely lucrative, extremely beneficial. So let's take a look. We're going to go into here, and then we're going to go into the news, and we're going to go into the forums. And will you look at that right there, Jurassic World Alive Update 1.5 announcements. All right, and we're going to skip over some of that stuff. I'll come back to it in a minute, but right now I just want to go to the top. Can I get to the top? I just want to go to the top. How about the top? Is there a top? Can I get to the top? I can't seem to get to the top. How about this? Maybe if we go here, can I get to the top? And then home. And then jibba 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 jibba. Jibba jibba. 1.5. How do you get to the top? Anybody know? Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. Update 1.5. Now, I'm so juiced about this. I already drank my coffee today, but I made a special cup of decaf, just so I don't get too wired, coffee to drink with this. So, Okay, here we go. So, obviously, the big stuff, you can see it right in the front. Announces alliances and daily missions. So those are some of the maybe hopefully story-driven activities. That's nice. I feel like story-driven activities has been lacking. Yes, it's great to get new dinos. Yes, it's great to do tournaments. But the whole reason part of the reason that we love Jurassic World is because of the movies and because of the storyline. And they even went with the, DPG or DGP or whoever they are. The Dinosaur Protection Group, and every so often when there's a bug or a glitch, they blame it on a dinosaur. Well, I'd like to see more of that, more story-driven activities. At any rate, new features, ready to forge your alliances. So alliances, that basically gives us the opportunity. We've been segregated as individual dino hunters, but yet we make YouTube videos and we comment in the forums as a group and we share, information and strategies and details. So why not form alliances? Why not be able to take control of our game? Because it's a game they made for us, but it is our game. And why not be able to communicate, share DNA? If I'm able to collect 6 million Dracorex Gen 2, why can't I share it with you if we are connected, if we communicate? And if you're in a zone where I'm not in, why can't I share that with you? So Or why can't you share that with me? Or you know what I'm trying to say there. So let's take a look. Alliances. Players can now create an alliance or join an existing one. Alliances are a great way to communicate with other members and share resources. In and of itself says all you need to know. Alliance chat. This is beautiful. I love this ability. Oftentimes in battles, I wish I could go back and tell the guy or gal or whoever that I just finished battling, oh man, you got me on that one. Or, oh, that was a good battle. Like, I hope that they expand that chat into the arena. But I am very satisfied with the ability to chat amongst Alliance members. Alliance gifting. I like that. Being able to trade DNA, exactly what it sounds like. Request DNA from your allies in your alliance and donate to their requests. You can request DNA from common and rare creatures that you have unlocked. And that's really good. Common and rare. They're common. More common than epics, obviously. And B, I mean, a lot of these hybrids require a rare or a common that is not so common for your region or for your area. So why not be able to form an alliance with a local 1, local 2, local 3, local 4, all in your alliance, and be able to hey, if you're going out to collect Jurrasic, I'm going out to collect Dilophosaurus Gen 2. Let's trade and see how much we get. So love that. Leadership and participation. The fact that I make YouTube videos regarding Jurassic World puts me in the column of I think I want to start an alliance. I think I can facilitate that. Let me know what you think. Let's see. Players who create alliances will be the leader. Players can promote leaders, kick them out. Anyone within the alliance can invite other players. You can search in the social menu. You can mute all allies in the chat and will no longer see their messages. Okay, cool stuff. Daily missions. Again, I hope this is based on actual tasks, like or some kind of story-driven missions. That'd be pretty cool. I'm assuming it'd be like collect how many chests, or collect so much T-Rex DNA, or something like that. It says that you have 24 hours to be able to complete the mission. It does say that a well-rounded player can complete all of the missions. So you get a good alliance of members that make a concerted effort to go out and collect the items for the mission. I think the shared reward should be pretty cool. Like, I'm excited to see what that looks like. So really excited for that. New creatures. Of course, this is always exciting. It's always exciting to see something new and different and unique. Maybe. Oops, hold on. Let's see. Let's back that up. Oh, went out of it. Let's go back in. Let's go back to the top. Okay, new creatures. Okay, let's do this. And we're going to have to go sideways to kind of see this. So let's do that. All right, so Dimorphodon. It's not a hybrid. It's a winged creature, winged dino. But it looks like he's going to have some pretty unique sets. Darwinopterus. Okay. Diplodocus. And Marigai? Marigai? Yeah, I think it's Marigai. That's what I'm going with. I probably will call him Merengue. And Diplo. Boy, Diplo used to mean something else, and now you got some other kind of Diplo. All right, so pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's go ahead and download that. Okay, cool. Now, Dimorphodon and Darwinopterus looks like they're going to be fast creatures, and you'll be able to swap them in and inflict damage over time. Yes, thank you. Replace your current creature with a tiny pterosaur. Focus on viciously inflicting damage over time on their opponents. Nice. I like it. These small creatures are dangerous and fast, but their small size make them vulnerable, so it's fine. I mean, they can be as fast as a raptor, but with the health of a raptor. Still feel like with the swap-in ability and damage over time, they can be effective. These small creatures are dangerous and fast. They're vulnerable. Darwin has a pinning strike, cleansing impact, and a swoop. Wow. While Dimorphodon has a pinning strike and a gashing wound. Okay. Diplodocus. Diplo. Diplodocus. That's, oh wow. Diplodocus. My 13-year-old will be able to say these like no problem. Our second epic Sauropod comes with its own swap-in slowing. Boasts the new decelerating Rampage. Rampage means 2 times, so that's nice. And a shield advantage. Okay, interesting. The latter of which lets it contend with more defensive opponents at clutch moments. Okay, good. Miragai. First common Stegosauridae with spikes. So it comes with armor-piercing counter that does 1 times damage. I like that. So goes through armor and is 1 times damage. This is a balanced tank creature. Gets the new shielding strike. Yet instead of the Thagomizer, oh thank goodness, Thagomizer's overdone, usually associated with them, it gets a regeneration. So I'd be curious. I never really liked regeneration in this game because it always took your spot, and then the dinosaur you were going up against seemed to always hit you for more than the regeneration. So the regeneration never really seemed like it did anything. Also, it never lasted past 1 hit. Like it seemed like it'd be like almost like a bleed where it would, keep regenerating over time. And so if you could survive that first hit, then you would add more health on the second hit or in the second attack. So hopefully that's the kind of thing that it is. That'd be pretty nice. Let's see. Bring out Miragai when the opponent can't easily deal with shields. When they seem about to take the upper hand to deliver a finishing blow, or a full turn before. Regenerate so that you can keep on hitting them back. Okay. So this is, because it has a counter. So a healing and a counter. So that's nice. You could heal and then possibly hit to kill. That's pretty nice. Looks like we got several hybrids here. So a good amount of dinos, actually, really. You think about those, what was that, 4 or 5? And then now you got another 7. So pretty good. Can I blow this up? I don't think I can. Okay, well, let me see if I can go back here. That's something different. I'll download that too, though. Okay, and, yeah, let's do that. Go back in here, go back here, go back here, new dinos. Okay, so in that fancy group you got 2 uniques and there's a rare and a couple of legendaries and an epic. So Damodactylus, the fusion of the small damage over time inflicting Dimorphodon, high impact of Topanda. So Topanda actually gets a hybrid. No wonder he's been out in the wild lately. Okay, let's see. It's a fast creature that has access to the powerful swap-in DOT as well as lethal wound. Nice. While also benefiting from short defense and impact and run and a pinning strike. Very nice. So you can run, but you can leave them there to keep bleeding. So that's what I like that. I like that. I like it. Dracoceratops. Yeah, we were wondering what would happen with Dracorex Gen 2. Why are we getting 600,000 DNA for Dracorex Gen 2 with nothing to do with it? Well, it has something to do with it. Looks like the Triceratops and the Dracorex, both Gen 2s, are going to get a legendary hybrid. Boasts a cleansing impact while being able to stun its opponents with a greater stunning strike. Dracoceratops combines a bit of armor, average speed, and high mobility thanks to the swap-in stun and impact and run. It is able to invest in obtaining the speed advantages thanks to its minimal speed up strike. This versatility comes in with more hit point bulk than Triceratops Gen 2's parent, making this a balanced resilience creature that is a great addition to any mid-tier team. Okay, interesting. Tyrannolophosaurus. Oh boy. Gen 2 versions of the Tyrannosaurus, which makes sense because, again, we had Tyrannosaurus Gen 2s and no reason to think there was something to do with them. And the Gen 2 Dilophosaurus, of which I have a gazillion. Easily accessible ingredients. Legendary Hybrid is here. It's the first one that has a component rare creature. While it can't spit acid, why can't it? That'd be nice if it did. It boasts the same type of high damage, HP, and critical hit chance of the larger theropods. However, has a higher speed than the other ones. Annoyed by creatures that dodge? No longer. It has a nullifying strike. Okay. So a couple of options to take care of these dodging creatures. Lets its predator hit precisely where it hurts. The rest of the kit comes with expanded distracting strike as well as defense shattering impact and rampage. Nice. And Tento. I like Tento, but never could do anything with him. Well, guess what? Tento mixed with a Tyrannolophosaurus gives you a unique super hybrid called the Tenontorex. The Tenontorex eschews the usual anti-tank basic attack, defense, shattering strike, a versatile superiority strike in order to get ahead of the pack. Let's see. It also has distracting impact with its high damage, high critical hit chance, and high HP. This should instantly become a fan favorite. And also has a mandatory defense shattering, impact, and rampage. Wow. I'd like to see that bad boy. Dolosaur. Wow. That's a hard one to say. I wish I had phonetic. Like, give me the phonetic way to say this. Okay, what in the world is this thing? What happens when you add Tarbo DNA to an already potent Allosaurus? Oh my goodness. You get this crazy dino, a unique super hybrid. It has a similar ability set to its parent, yet boasts even more attack power and a mighty 40% crit chance. Oh my goodness. Puroloth or Porolith. You've all been waiting for it. A Lithranax hybrid. Yes, I have. Actually, I really just been waiting to use Lithranax. I recently decided I was going to level Lithranax up, whether it was part of the meta or not, just because I wanted it in the game. This one combines the DNA of the Lithranax with the Purosaurus Gen 2. This fierce counter-attacking rare hybrid combines long protection with ferocity strike. Okay, now see, this says a dino that would be able to survive the ferocity, so that's interesting. To ensure that it can dish out the damage while surviving over multiple rounds. It has the ability to keep its prey in place with lockdown. As a crocodilian, it gets a bit of armor protection. Speaking of armor, it has a counterattack that is armor piercing. That's interesting. So you can counter something with instant invincibility. Nice. Or long invincibility. Gripolith. This is a common legendary. So, what are the commons? You got Griposuchus. I didn't think Gripo was a common. I thought Gripo was a rare. Hold on. Let's take a look at this, shall we? Because I'm pretty sure that's not a... I didn't think it was. Really? I gotta load back in. Really? Ooh, I don't have a lot of... Oh, it was the Puru Gen 2, right? Yeah, I don't have a lot. Oh, boy. I better start capturing some of that. What about Topanda? I mean, I've been trying to collect them, but 3,000, that's not going to be enough either. Whew. Okay, I got some work to do. Okay, where's Grippo? Grippo. Oh, there he is. Yeah, Grippo Suchus. He's not common. He's not common in the field, and he's not common at all. He's an epic. Oh, I found a typo. I found a typo. All right. Common plus common equals legendary? That doesn't sound right. Oh, wait. I read it wrong. Whoa. I read it wrong. I did not find a typo. But I don't see this dino. I don't know what dino this is that they're talking. Oh, wait. Is it? Well, and it can't be that. Okay, let me go back here. Okay, let's try this again. So, common equals legendary. Okay, unique super hybrid. This is the fusion of the Gryposuchus and the Purolith. Combining these strains lets us obtain a creature with even more health and twice the armor, and a mightier counterattack thanks to its defense-shattering counterattack. The abilities are otherwise similar to the hybrid parent. So, as per 1.4's first common legendary, we present you with a new way to establish a super... Oh, I get it. Okay, I just read it wrong. So, it's not saying that it's a common and a common equals a legendary. It's saying, like that, which was a first, putting two commons together to get a legendary, this allows you to put the Grypo and the Puro together to get a super hybrid unique. Got it. So basically, I think, what is that, like epic and a hybrid to make a super? Okay, all right, I'm down. Sorry for the confusion. Sorry. Area distribution. I'm going to gloss over this for the most part, but basically, some dinos that were very hard to get have been moved to Arena 1 and 2, like Alenqua and the Aramborgiana. Gianya. And also Irritator Gen 2 will now be in the wild, that looks like. While also being in an incubator. And Gen 2, what's the rare one? Is that just Irritator or Irritator Gen 2? I can't remember. Because that's the one that I am in desperate need of. Let's take a look. Is it Irritator Gen 2? I think that's the common one. Suko. Yeah, I think it's this guy. Wait, no, that's regular Irritator. Okay, so yeah, it's the common one. Will now be in the wild. Okay. All right. Let's see, what else? Furthermore, we've redone distribution of creatures per arena in order to favor access to certain hybrids at specific times, when disregarding geolocation distribution. This means that a greater variety of creatures are now distributed through battle rewards, so that's nice. Although, of course, that means I'm not going to have access to Irritator as often, which means I am in desperate need of Irritator. So, if you have plenty of Irritator, I need you in my alliance. Okay, so this one we downloaded, but basically this now shows Fallen Kingdom will have those dinos, Mount Saibo will have, and it looks like newly available hybrids will also be available in incubators now, battle incubators, so that's pretty cool. This is on the forums, so you can go see this. I know MetaHub will also probably be doing some information on the arena specifically to kind of get you up to date on, what's where and what all this actually means. They do a really, really good job. I enjoy reading their content. Let's see. Exploration. What's new on the map? Small flying creatures. Yes, flying raptors in what is what I'm calling them. And basically it means, well, we'll get into what it means in a minute. Rebalancing of creature spawning to provide a better, more focused experience for new players. Interesting. I think that just means that it gives the opportunity to get hybrid-specific dinos more frequently, so they can actually join the hybrid nation. Irritator Gen 2 now found in the world, not just in incubators. Improved balancing ensures all players have access to the ingredients needed to make rare hybrids. Not all dinos are created equal, as you probably know. Some, like the T-Rex in blue, are very high rated, while some others, like Iguanodon, are less impactful. And of course, there's our Lithranax. Okay, moving right along. Seasonal PvP. That used to be tournaments, and maybe just the tournament aspect made it sound like something that it wasn't really providing, I guess, is probably why you would change that to seasonal PvP, which is fine, whatever. Based on player feedback, they've reimagined this feature into something more inclusive for all. Hopefully it's something like, tiered battles where you have, like, only commons, or only commons and rares, or only epics, or only uniques, or something like that, that you can put in the battle. And that'd be very interesting, because you'd have a more balanced playing field, and you'd probably be up against less higher tier than you. One of the hardest things about the tournament is, if you've done it, you just can't seem to get past a ceiling. You can't get past 3,500, can't get past 4,000. For a while, I couldn't get past 5,000. And finally, I got past it, but not that far. So maybe that's what that means. Okay, so more information on that coming. Battle balancing. Balancing changes coming to your battle arenas. Hit and run issue has been fixed. Basically, I think this means like the hit and run where you run, but it just picks the next dino, and I think you were supposed to be able to pick the dino you wanted to put in. And so now I think that's going to change. Also, something happened where it hit you. Like if you're going against a Tragodistus, and you do hit and run, and then just before you leave, the Tragodistus hits you with the counter, and then you die, but then you still bring in somebody, and of course, if it's the end of the match, you lost, right? And so what they're saying is, if this happens, any remaining action by the counter attacker is played out, then the turn ends, and the owner of the hit and runner can choose which creature they use to replace their recently taken down creature, as usual when your opponent scores your point. Okay. Attribute changes are included. I don't think there's much on that. Follow-up on pterosaur balancing. This was a big thing for me because I really wanted to use pterosaurs, but there's only 2 really viable pterosaurs, because the rest were either too low health, or too low attack, or too slow. And they didn't necessarily change everything, but they did increase some of their damage, which we'll see in a little bit later, but also it looks like they increased their speed, which means that they have an opportunity to not be stuck for 2 turns after they swap in, so that's nice. Let's see, Twitter poll, blah, blah, blah. Carried to other creatures of same rarity. Pterosaurs had a win rate. I don't understand what that means exactly, because I'm telling you right now, I don't use pterosaurs, and I've only seen them maybe 3 times in battle. And although, yes, those 3 times I think I did lose, this must be from lower levels that they, felt like there was enough winning in the middle, in those 14 to probably 20 range, or 10 to 20 range. These probably do fine. So anyway, they decided to give the pterosaur some adjustments, such as greater speed and for some counter attackers. Okay. Moving right along. Let's see, how long have we been going? 30 minutes. Okay, we've done 30-minute videos before. We'll keep going. Renaming, reducing damage, which will now be called distraction. So instant cripple is now instant distraction. Vulnerability, this is good because I always thought vulnerability kind of seemed silly. It only gave you a 0.25 extra a 0.25% extra damage. Now it gives you 50% extra damage, so down with that. Pinning strike now swaps prevention lasts 2 turns, letting the user pull off the effect without having time to time it properly on the turn before when the swap would happen. Yes, okay. Just made it more viable. Cleansing healing iconography. Now it looks like I just changed what it looks like. I don't think it changed anything important. Okay. New abilities. Check out what new abilities will be added to your arsenal. Now, these are pretty interesting. I like this decelerating rampage. Of course, any rampage is great because it's a 2 times damage. And it only has a 1 cooldown. Priority, regeneration, self-cleanse, heal 50%. Okay, not bad. Again, I've never really liked regeneration, again, like I said before, because it always seemed like you would regenerate your health, you'd lose your turn, thus you'd get hit twice, and then what was the point of healing? So I hope that this is something where you can heal, take a hit, and then you get a hit. So we'll see what that looks like. Gain 50% shields for 1 turn and attack 1. That's a shielding strike. I think they just changed the name of that because I thought that was always the case. Maybe I'm wrong. Gain, let's see, shield advantage. I like this. This is where you destroy the opponent's shield and put up your own shield. I like it. I like it. Let's see. Bypass armor, deal 1 times damage. This is a armor piercing counter. So again, all of our counters have never been armor piercing. So, it might be, 25% damage, but you have to counter you have to add in the fact that there's armor, so really you're not doing much damage on the counter. And that was some of the problem I found with some of the counters that weren't 1 times damage or 50% damage. So this is nice that these dinos will get armor piercing. Armor piercing. That's going to be the Dasong, Majungasuchus, Megalasuchus, Pteranodon, Raja Anklo, Tapunda. All will get that counter. So they already have the counter, but they'll get that specific armor piercing counter. Defense shattering counter. Only 3 dinos will have this, but I still find it awesome and gives you a reason. I also have always wanted to put Concavinator into battle. I got him up to level 20. He's almost level 21. And I really wanted to, because he has a pretty decent counter, and I like his moveset. And I think that he would probably be pretty good in battle, but, again, he's always been pretty weak, and he didn't do enough damage. And so having a defense-shattering counter, I think, will be really nice and a really good addition. Again, give you some variety. And, of course, putting it on a unique, well, why not? It's a Dioraja. So that'll be interesting to see what that looks like. Swipe in Shattering Strike. That's nice. And that puts it on some dinos that you're like, okay, well, really? Why would you put these guys in here? Well, you put them in because they have a swap in Shattering Strike. So that's pretty nice. Destroy shields, bypass armor, deals 1 times damage after swapping in. Baryonyx Gen 2, Irritator Gen 2, and Capro. And I think this is a really good option for Capro. Capro is already a little vicious cat, a little hell cat. And so having a swap in Shattering Strike, I think that'd be pretty good for him. So time to get Capro up to snuff. Swap in Shattering Rampage. Now this is Jurrasic Gen 2, so don't think just because he's part of a hybrid that he's not at higher levels. An option, at least in the middle of a round, to put him in because of a 2 times Shattering Rampage. And I believe he also got a boost in his damage. So pretty nice there. Destroy shields, bypass armor, and deal 2 times damage. All right, creature changes. Let's see, this is kind of a lot. Stun overhaul. Basically, what they've done is they basically, you know how the Stegoceratops would 3 times stun you? You know, greater stun, then stunning strike, and then impact stun. And you could sit there for 3 turns and he would just wipe you out. Well, basically what they've done is they've taken out the minimal stun. So it'll just be a minimal strike, I think is kind of what it's supposed to be. And so it'll just do damage, but not a status effect. But in turn, what they did was they created a 75% chance to stun attack, which I think is the stunning impact. So they've kind of taken it away on one side and added it more, like you'll get a stun for the most part. You'll get a stun. And you might still be able to get 2 stuns, but you won't get that 3rd one. Which might be enough, you know. So I just kind of minimize that. So pretty cool there. All right, the following creatures are affected by that change. You see Jurrasic Gen 2. So all these guys are losing their minimal stun, is basically what they're saying. Superiority Strike. This is a big one. I really, really like this one because they're towards the end, and I have a Stegodius. He's level 24. I will take him to 25. I'm like everybody else. I mean, I've loved Stegodius from the beginning, but it's part of the meta, and if you want to win in tournaments or you want to, you know, win or give yourself a chance to win, you have to have a Stegodius. One of the things I found later, though, is that the Superiority Strike, it didn't need it. It doesn't need it. That's what makes it too overpowered. Everything else is fine. You can, I mean, the Thagomizer is fine. The Armor Piercing Rampage is fine. The Shield is fine. And I just don't think you need the cleanse all that the Superiority Strike gives. And thankfully that Ludia has agreed, or I am thinking the same way they are. And so what that means is that Superiority Strike still does make you faster and reduces your slowing, or cleanses your slowing. But what it doesn't do is it doesn't cleanse you from everything. So you can no longer remove a slow, a swap prevention, vulnerable, or damage over time using a Superiority Strike. So basically it means that if you use a big Sukitator and against a Stegodius, you can bleed the Stegodius, even though you'll take the damage. You can bleed the Stegodius, and that is great. So that is a good counter, and that's definitely a worthy battle. I think I got that right. So basically Superiority Strike was supposed to remove distracting impact and damage reducing effects. Okay, yeah. So, okay. Counterattack adjustments. We decided to reevaluate the counter. So these dinos get a better counter, and their attack has increased to give them their counters more bite. So some dinos got increase to their attack, and some got a decrease to their HP, or an increase, or an decrease, or a decrease. I don't know if anybody got a decrease. But anyway, Concavenator, see what I mean? Armor piercing impact becomes defense shattering impact. Attack increases to 1050. That's a good attack space. And HP was increased to survive to 37. So that's nice. Diaraja reduces his overall HP. Giga Spica actually becomes more relevant. I hope that this actually helps the big, I've been building up my Jurrasic in order to, or which one? I think it's Jurrasic, in order to get into battle. And he's at, I think, almost level 21. And, without too long. And I'm hoping that this these changes will allow him to be used in battle more frequently. Like, we've got some good ones, like Brachio. I don't ever see him in battle. Jurrasic, I don't ever see him in battle. Like, we got some good dinos that they need to be relevant in battle. And let me see real quick, because I don't want to go past 45 minutes. Okay. Let's see. This dude, what's his name? Oh, not a Potter Titan. Like, hopefully his damage gets increased, and his counter, his cleansing. So yeah, 40% armor. So here, Giga Spica, back in battle. Speed increased to 109, has an armor-piercing impact, and it becomes a rampage, so that's nice. Kentro, look at Lithro, gets an attack boost. Mahjong, attack, I think that's a boost. Megalo, HP increased. Megalosuchus, HP decreased. Notopodo Titan, there we go. HP increased to 51, and short defense becomes a long protect. Nice. Pteranodon gets some speed. Raja Anklo reduces his overall damage. Rajasaurus increases attack. Trag gets increased attack but reduced HP. That makes sense. This balancing is about as... I think this has got to be a pretty good balancing. There might still need to be some tweaking, but Tormolok, greater stunning rampage becomes a greater stunning impact. Ooh, I don't think I like that. Basic attack becomes superiority strike. Oh, okay. And attack increases to 1070. Okay, I don't mind that. I did think Tormolok should get some kind of superiority, so that's all right. I like that. Topanda gets to be faster, which is great. Trike, this is an interesting one, because the Trike gets a speed increase. Attack got reduced, but that's okay because he's faster. And a counterattack becomes a 0.5, and I think it was a 0.25, I think. And then armor-piercing rampage becomes instant distraction. So, maybe so he's not so super tanky. I think that's what that's for. Immunity adjustments. This is interesting. I haven't seen an Early-Dominus in battle in forever. But attack got increased to 1500 max. Speed increased to 129. Surpasses the Magnapyritator and Indoraptor. Wow. Gallimimus gets more of a glass hammer, so attack got increased to 1280. Indominus got an increase in their attack to 1270. Orpheacidon, HP got reduced. Ornith, because of his low survivability, he got increased his attack to 1400. So again, nice to be able to throw these in somewhere in the middle where you want to be like, okay, I need a fast hitter, and I know he's going to die, but I need him. And so that's a nice one to I think, this makes them more relevant. Postometrodon gets adrenaline surge, becomes regeneration, so that's interesting. Saganta actually gets some attack increase, which is good because he's pretty useless right now. Triastronix, of course, love him. HP has been increased, and his speed has been increased. So he's a 120, now it goes to 124. So it gives him a greater chance to do some damage, and he gets to maintain some health too. This is nice. Okay. Some tanks lose access to armor-piercing abilities. Giga Spica, Notopoda, Notosaurus, and Stegodius. Stegodius replaces armor-piercing rampage with a rampage. So it's not armor-piercing, but it is a rampage. And it also gets a boost to its HP to 5400. Okay. Let's see how much time I got. Oh, I got a minute. Okay, I'm going. Let's see. We got a speed increase for birds, reduced HP, speed increase, HP increase, or attack increase, HP increase. Allosaurus gets HP increase. Allocino. You can read these, right? Come on, you can read these. We're going. Baryonyx reduced. Okay. Brachio. Crit chance becomes 30%. That's nice. Charlie's attack gets increased to 14. That's nice. Jurrasic. More variety compared to its ancestor. Abilities become Superiority Strike, Distracting Strike, Greater Stunning Strike or Rampage, and a Rampage and Run. Wow, Jurrasic becomes... That's significant. Attack is now 1450. HP is now 34. Dimetrodons all get HP reduced. Diplitator. Now, this is an interesting one because I like Diplitator. I'm trying to build him up so he becomes useful. And now it looks like he gets basic attack becomes a nullifying. Nice. Attack increases to 1300. Nice. Reduced HP to 3000. I guess that's okay. And then he's faster, so he at least gets a hit in. Drac Gen 2 gets an attack increase, HP reduced, and speed becomes 108. And his swap in, so if you can swap in for 1100, yeah, I'll take that. Desung, increase, okay. Giraffe Titan, attack becomes 1150. Gorgo, attack becomes 1600. And HP becomes 4200. That's not bad. Hatsa, oh my goodness, useless Hatsa. Now gets an increase to 1140 and HP is 4500. So at max damage, I think that's what that is. He at least becomes somewhat relevant. So that's nice. Iguanodon gets 1200 damage. Indoraptor gets a 3900 HP increase. Or I shouldn't say it that way. They get their HP increased to 3900. Monolametrodon. Okay, this is a new one, and he is underwhelming. So let's see what he gets. A bit more speed and attack power. So in exchange for reduced HP. So increased attack to 1000 and increased speed to 126 and reduced health. That's fine. I'm okay with that, I think. I have to see it in battle, but I think I'm okay with that. Monomymus, what happens to you there, buddy? You keep dodging, you keep surviving. Your HP has been reduced to 27. Okay, so you're not super tanky and evasive. Monostego, increases HP. Yeah, he does die quickly. Notapado, increased speed. Puru, okay. Pyrotator. There's a lot of stuff for Pyrotator. Let's see. Wounding impact becomes distracting impact. Okay, so he doesn't bleed anymore. Huh, alright. I guess I'm okay with that because you have other bleeders that can do that job. As you may have noticed, with some tanks losing their armor-piercing abilities, note that we are ensuring that the Raptors also don't have specific anti-tank capabilities such as armor piercing and wounding. Instead, we aim to bring it more in line with the Monolophosaurus. It is possible to stack a 50 and a negative 50 and a negative 50 to reach a 0 for no damage on your turn if you time Pyroraptor's abilities properly compared to Monolophosaurus. Pyroraptor deals more overall damage and is faster but cannot make the damage penalties last as long. Okay. Quetzal gets increased attack and increased HP and increased speed. So Quetzal becomes a little bit more relevant. Spinoraptor, increased HP, so he lives a little longer. He does die quick. Stegosaurus, increase HP, increase speed, and increase armor. Stiggies, they get... HP becomes 3000 and then basic attacks becomes a shielding strike. Okay. Oh, meaning they strike and put a shield out. Oh, okay. I'll take that. Big Sook, what do you get? More HP. Let's see. Tarbo, what do you get? More HP. Tento, increased attack. Tajong, you get increased attack. T-Rex, attack becomes 18, health becomes 43. Woo! I'm also building him up. He's at 22, and he currently will get 48 and 14. Okay. We are winding it down here, people. We're winding it down. What else is new? Message inbox, located in the profile settings tab. Okay, interesting. Overall experience, deceleration effects were set to 90%, which made some mathematical rounding errors. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Anyway, so overall, the general gist of the forums seem to be pretty good. Most people seem to feel pretty good about the update and are pretty hyped, like I am. Let's see. And I'll end with this, which is what I put in the forums, what I basically put in on the Twitter. It's just saying overall this is not only a surprisingly huge update, but it's one that shows someone at Ludia is listening and paying attention. We have cool dinosaur battling collection game that is unique and engaging, but you had very little diversity in battle. On one hand, you had your favorites, and on the other hand, you had your desire to climb the ranks. You couldn't do both. You either had to go with the meta, which meant high coin expense, or get used to losing. I'm excited to see that the variety that will come with from this, and for some people mentioning more coin access, I'm assuming the coin exchange goes to the person with the extra DNA. I don't know if it's just a DNA for DNA swap, or if it's DNA and you get coin from the Alliance member, like something like that. So let's say 1,000 coin will give you 1,000 DNA or something like that, you know what I mean? Or 1,000 coin give you 500 DNA or something. So it'll be interesting to see what that looks like. But overall, I'll end by saying just that. I love it. I'm looking forward to it. Ludia has not said when the update is coming out, but you got to think that if they're pouring out all this detail, that it has got to be coming soon. I'm talking like, what's today? Today is Friday, so maybe by Monday, Tuesday. I don't think they'll do the weekend. I get the feeling they'll finish out the, I think they'll finish out the events for this week, and then, Sunday night or Monday morning or Monday, Tuesday, somewhere in there, because they have to start the week with probably park events that have some of these new dinos in it. So I would say, if I'm hazarding a guess, that the new update will be Sunday night, so that Monday we can start hunting those dinos at park events and strike events and whatnot. Anyway, thank you for staying with me on this long update. It's a really, really, really good one. I hope you are as excited as I am about it. As I said, I'm thinking about starting up an alliance myself. So if that's something you want to be a part of, you think we could benefit each other, or you want to benefit from what I'm doing, then let me know. And until then, go out there and find yourself some epics.